You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth.
It's week 7 of the NFL, and we're gonna look at J.J. McCarthy. He comes in second in the league in passing yards.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
At the 32-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Hey, look at this Packers defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their timing.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another bit, and now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Second down and 8. Love looking to throw it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Barner. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, the Vikings sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action. Love to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now Love. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he'll take this to the 46. Hey, look at this Packers defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can...
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. To throw now. Here's Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing. Love. And he is caught. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's McCarthy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. McCarthy going to throw again. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's 3rd and 6. In motion left comes Bryant. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Love now. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Fighting his way through contact, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, now McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Xavier Worthy from 17 yards out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 4. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To the air again, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A final shot before break. McCarthy looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Love from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at the
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a give up the middle. Touchdown, Vikings! Great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
3rd and 19. Back to throw. Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are pouring it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Love. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And this is caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain his...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. A short one there. Caught by Likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Play fake. Here's Love. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Love. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Throwing. Love. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a run for Barner. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. McCarthy off the play fake. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Right side, there's Likely with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed.
Previous play is under review.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Again, it's Love. Out to the left here to Reed. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now 2nd and 3. Love now. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 72 yards. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now McCarthy. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Seibert on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Vikings, the win moves them up to 5-2.